We're talking about the American dream and the entrepreneurial spirit. And this room full of small business owners, yes, they're the rich people that won't even miss their money. And what it took for them to, and what it takes for them to still be a small business owner today. Patrick has an interesting story. Patrick, you started out in Iran.
I did, definitely. And I remember living there when the war happened between Iran and Iraq. I lived there till I was 10 years old. And my parents, my mother, my father, my sister, we used to always pray about one day having a shot about coming to America. I'll never forget watching movies like the Gremlins, the Goonies, the Ghostbusters, the Rockies.
It's just like that here.
It is. It sure is.
How many times?
Translated on Farsi, it's hilarious when you watch it. But yeah, we used to fantasize about one day coming here. We used to fantasize about one day coming here. And I'll never forget, in '89, we left to Germany. We lived there for a refugee camp for a couple years. From there, November 28, we came here. I fell in love with this place. This place is a very special country. Went to school, didn't do too well in school. I had roughly a 1.8 GPA in high school. Wow. Failed a ton of my classes, did very well in math. Right afterwards, joined the military. I was at the 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault. Had a great time, got out, got involved in business. And I never forget when one of my mentors said, you got to become an entrepreneur. I got involved in the financial industry. Started off with a large firm out of Beverly Hills, then went to another firm, became a chairman of that company, and then last year, September 25th, I resigned from that firm, and October 20th, we became a official company, PHP, People Helping People.
Which is what?
Which is a financial marketing organization, what we do. You know, to an average person, when I explain the company, they say you're a financial company, but to us it's more like a crusade, it's a cause, it's a movement, and it's hard kind of to explain it because if our PHP folks are watching this, they're going to say they know exactly what we're talking about. You see, we put an event together last year in March of, never forget, I had dinner with George Will in March of '09 at Miramar Hotel. And prior to that, I was kind of bored, and there's a quote that inspires me. It says, mankind is lazy until something catches their heart, kind of like something caught her heart. And I got inspired after George Will's message about the younger guys, the 20, 30-year-old, 40-year-old knuckleheads that are not educated. We need to rise up and do something about it.
It is amazing how so many people are not, they don't think now, the younger, don't think that they can make it. John, when did you start your business? You and Randy, your brothers. Honestly, I met for over a year putting this book together, met with some of the biggest experts, and everything they said is basically being said here. Everything they said, I just made notes of it. I thought, founders did that, and it was freedom, and it was sparking the imagination of the American people. Patrick, you said you start a business and there's 3 phases.
Absolutely. When you start a business, you know, she got support, but not always you get the support. Sometimes it's scary. You go through a first phase where you're going to get ridiculed. It's a very tough phase. Most people quit at that phase. Second one is you'll be violently opposed. Your relatives are going to make rumors. Your family's going to say things, sometimes your friends, acquaintances. But then at the end, when it becomes self-evident, everybody says, we always knew you were going to do it.
I know, I love that. Very quickly.
We need a government that doesn't slam the brakes on the entrepreneurial spirit, which is an integral part of American culture.